In second placing as they charge down the straight, Rodillo Bronze. 4 lengths away, Boulder Peeper. Then Hex Hope, Kenny Barry and Luna's Pride. 1 lap to go, and Mary's Idol is leaving them for dead. He's well out in front. Rodillo Bronze is stopping to an absolute walk. He's being joined by Hex Hope, Luna's Pride. Boulder Peeper pocketed, and then Kenny Barry. They run out of the straight now, less than a lap to go, and Mary's Idol is virtually being eased down. He's out the best part of 15 lengths. Second placing going to the back, Hex Hope. They're followed by Luna's Pride, Kenny Barry. Further back, Rodillo Bronze, who's beaten. And last of all is Boulder Peeper down the back the last time. And it's Mary's Idol. He's 40 metres in front. In second place is Luna's Pride. They're followed by Hex Hope, Kenny Barry, and 3 lengths to Boulder Peeper. And the very, very weary Rodillo Bronze is dropping out of it. But on the home turn, Mary's Idol is going further ahead. If it were any longer, he'd probably lap them. He's out about 50 metres. Second placing is Luna's Pride. Then Kenny Barry. Further back in the race, Hex Hope. And the gap to Boulder Peeper. And Rodillo Bronze is being pulled up. Rodillo Bronze is out of the event. In the straight, Mary's Idol is half the length of the straight in front. The South Australian mare, Luna's Pride, is running a mighty race for second. He's down near the line. It's Mary's Idol going on to win by 60 metres. Luna's Pride a grand second. 3 lengths away, Kenny Barry. They're followed by Hex Hope, Boulder Peeper.
Few horses have ever matched the public acclamation as the brilliant trotter Mary's Idol. His effortless long stride and aristocratic appearance was more akin to a thoroughbred than a standardbred. Mary's Idol hailed from the Victorian Wimmera township of Marnoo and was bred and trained by Rick Healy and driven by his son Brian. The son of Ike Frost and triple Broodmare of the Year winner, Maori Miss, burst upon the scene at Adelaide's Globe Derby Park in October 1975. After galloping twice in the first lap to tail the field by 250 metres, the Marnoo speed machine slipped into top gear to catch the field. The colt was forced wide on the home turn, but still ran home to win easily. Mary's Idol contested only one other event as a 3-year-old, which he won. As a 4-year-old, his 13 starts produced 11 wins and a second. But it was in November 1975 that Mary's Idol set the trotting scene alight when he contested the Summer Wine Free-for-All at Moonee Valley.
They come down to get 1 to go. Here's the favourite, Mary's Idol. He's trotting up 3 horses wide. They were followed by Hilton Adios, Derby Royale. Then the Geary, who dropped back to be second last, and last of all there was Gay David. At the judge, 1 to go, and the leader was Mary's Idol. He shot away. He led by 5 or 6 metres to Touch Merchant. Derby Royale is racing third on the outside of Elcour Davies. They're followed by Hilton Adios. Then the Geary second last, and Gay David is last. Down the back on the champion square trotter, Mary's Idol is shot away. He led by 15 or 20 metres to Derby Royale. Touch Merchant is running third, and they're followed by Elcour Davies. Then Hilton Adios followed further back by Nigiri, and Gay David is last. Down the back, they've got just over 500 metres to go, and Mary's Idol well clear. He's about 25 or 30 metres to Derby Royale. Touch Merchant is running third. They've run the first half in exactly 1-1. Off the back, inside the 400-metre mark, and Mary's Idol well clear. He's 35 metres in front of Derby Royale. He's got about 15 gears, this champion Mary's Idol, and he's only in gear 4. On the turn, 150 metres to go, Mary's Idol is well clear. The clock showing 1:41. He's about 25 or 30 metres in front of Derby Royale. Elcour Davies battling on, followed by Touch Merchant and Hilton Adios. Halfway down the straight, Mary's Idol well clear, 52. Derby Royale is battling on. Here's the winner going to the line, Mary's Idol, 57, 58, and he's run 59.3. Mary's Idol first, followed by 30 metres. Close for second and third.
The Marnoo speed machine had become the first trotter in Australia to break the magical 2-minute mark with a time of 1:59.3. After 24 successful victories, Mary's Idol was set to break the Australian record held by the pacer Lucky Creed. He was sent out the 4-9 favourite in the 1978 Inter-Dominion for Trotters. But after coming off a back mark of 30 metres, he failed to break that record, finishing third to Derby Royale. Mary's Idol then journeyed to Brisbane for the Sir Clive Championship and raced against the pacers. His rivals included Rip Van Winkle, Paleface Adios, Koala King, and the fastest race mare in the country, Roma Hanover.
They race to the corner. Here comes the danger to Mary's Idol. Mary's Idol is a half length in front of Roma Hanover, who's sweeping up quickly on the outside. They're well clear of Sporting Sun, followed by Sammy Karamia. Mary's Idol in front. Roma Hanover starting to cut him down. Mary's Idol a half length in front of Roma Hanover. The big heart of Mary's Idol, the king of of the Trotters. Mary's Idol is coming away from Roma Hanover. A great performance, one of his greatest. Mary's Idol has beaten Roma Hanover. Third, Sammy Karamia.
After beating Paleface Adios and Roma Hanover in his 2 heats, the Brisbane crowd had found a new champion to cheer home. Mary's Idol went into the final under an injury cloud, but was not disgraced after being run down by the champion pacer, Rip Van Winkle.
Here comes Rip Van Winkle on the outside. He's coming with a flashing run, Rip Van Winkle. Sporting Sun on the rails. Mary's Idol in front as they draw to the corner, but Rip Van Winkle has quickly raced up to him. Mary's Idol just in front. There's a fall. 2 down up in the top corner. Right Action and Conmara Chief down. Rip Van Winkle grab Mary's Idol. It's Rip in front, and Rip Van Winkle is starting to draw away from Mary's Idol. Rip Van Winkle is going to bolt in. Rip Van Winkle first, Mary's Idol second. A great go for third.
After breaking down in a race in December 1978, it seemed that this great horse's career had come to an end. But after a 32-month layoff, the Marnoo speed machine came back to show his loyal fans he was still a force to be reckoned with. Thousands turned out to see the 9-year-old attempt his comeback off a back mark of 40 metres.
Can he keep going, the champ? Into the back for the last time. The leader, Mary's Idol. He led by 2 metres to Kilbriden, who's going equally as well. About 8 metres to Jody Armour running third there, followed further back by High Jerry. Then Spit Attacker, break then 2 at the head of the others, King's Pride, and also Mighty Miller and Silken headed the rest. Coming off the back, inside the 400-metre mark, and the leader, Mary's Idol. He led by 2.5 to 3 metres to Kilbriden. The drivers fielding for the stick on it. Jody Armour running third. Spin Attackers fourth out wide. They're followed by Mighty Miller, and then a gap to Silken, and also We Own a Dancer. They straighten up, 110 metres to go. It's Mary's Idol on the inside, about 2 metres to Kilbriden, who's trying hard. Mary's Idol drifting off the track. Kilbriden is trying hard, but it's Mary's Idol in front, about 80 metres to go. Kilbriden, hard and fit, can't run him down, and in actual fact, the champ has come right away. What a magnificent comeback. A tremendous horse, without doubt, the best square trotter ever.
Rick Healy's face told the story as he waited for his son and horse to come back to glory. That victory on the 29th of August was to be his last. He was retired to stud with an amazing record of 40 wins and 4 placings from 46 starts. Mary's Idol is the only trotter to be named Australian Harness Horse of the Year, an award bestowed upon him in 1978. During his illustrious career, he established no less than 9 Australian records.
The favourite shot away. Mary's Idol is about 10 metres in front of Rodillo Bronze. Boulder feet were battling on, but he's made them look like hacks. And at the judge and the champion, Mary's Idol is careering away. He's not a horse, he is an absolute freak, and he's won by 15 metres.